Hi everyone, and I don't know what day of Vita this is because I'm filming these all in advance, because in case you didn't know, I am going to be taking my RPR on Saturday, so I am like buckling down and like for today's video, in honor of the RPR, I wanted to tell you about my past RPR experiences, because this will be the 4th time I'll be taking the skills test. And I just want to tell you about some of my previous experiences with it. When I took the written test, I took it one time and I got it on the first time. And if you don't know, the written test is like where you put all your knowledge of the legal system, medical terminology, English rules, and general knowledge of the court reporting field. And because of 3 months of pure studying, thank you Quizlet, I passed my written RPR the first time around. And I didn't realize what an accomplishment that was until, I started going through the message boards and I realized how many people don't get it. And I was like, oh my goodness, for me to have pulled this off, like it felt pretty extraordinary, because it's something I didn't think I was, I wanted to pull it off, but you never know. You just never know. So now I want to talk to you about the first time I took the skills test. I was so nervous. Like, you have no idea. My hands were shaking, and then they weren't, then they just weren't moving. And thankfully I got to take it at a familiar environment, but still you build it up in your mind and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm actually here. And then you take it and you breathe. The first thing they do is the literary, and my hands did not move the whole first sentence, and I was like, oh my goodness, I gotta go, like and the first time around I actually did pass my jury charge, so it wasn't all so it was good. And I actually transcribed all 3 legs, even though I only handed the 2 in. I figure as long as I look at it, I need to know that I did as hard as I could, and I worked as hard as I could, and I did pass my jury charge the first time around. Now the second time around was a little bit different. I took it a week after I came back from vacation in Tennessee for the court reporting convention. I got my own hotel because it was up north, like an hour or so away, and I did not want to be driving an unfamiliar route at the wee hours of the morning. So I was like, I got a hotel room the night before, so I was able to get room service and relax and practice, and it was right around the corner from where the RPR was being given, so it felt nice. Second time around I did pass the literary. I feel like I would have had a better shot at the testimony, but unfortunately we were on the 2nd floor of a building that was like right next to an airport, and the whole side of the whole wall was glass, so you could hear the planes like they were right there. They were so loud and distracting, and then the guy in front of me would not stop fidgeting. To this day I call him Mr. Fidgets. I'm like, oh, Mr. Fidgets. Now I'm not saying I would have passed it, but I'm saying I might have done a little better. But thankfully I did pass my literary that time. The 3rd time I took the skills test was last November. I actually didn't pass any legs that time because all I needed was the testimony, and unfortunately my laptop had died just a few weeks before the RPR, and I was dealing with a brand new laptop, a brand new operating system, Windows 8, brand new software, because it was the professional software, which actually helped a lot. So that was a good thing. I mean, it was a good thing, but I feel like but the few weeks before I was so stressed because I was like, I'm gonna be brand new everything, and I did pretty well, but it's so nerve-wracking. It really is. So my advice to anyone is, no matter how many times you take it, you're gonna be scared, and you just need to get your fingers going, because I can do a minute at 250 and it looks nice, but then when I go back down to 225, I kind of freeze up and I focus too much on what I'm doing because I know I can get it, and I just need to get that out of my mind. Have confidence, but don't overthink it. So that's my advice. I know you didn't ask for it, but thank you for watching. Wish me luck on my test, and I will see you whenever this goes up. Okay, bye.